Hello, my name is Lisa, and I'm an internal support coordinator with WEX FSM, and I want to welcome you all to today's session of Solution Studio. Today, we're going to go over for flag for follow-up best practices, and anyone who pops in here after a little bit, we'll go ahead and get them caught up as well. This is one of the quicker webinars. Review request is pretty quick, and this one is pretty quick as well, so we'll have plenty of time for any questions that you may have. So one of the things we want to look at is why we use the flag for follow-up feature in WEX FSM. The tech could flag the job that they are going to need an estimate soon as their system is getting old. They could flag the job if they need a part order to come back and repair the system. They may not have the part on their truck, or it may be a specific warranty part that they need to get. The tech could be on an ongoing job where the customer is being billed in stages as the work progresses. They could flag that job to show that the stage has been completed and it's time to bill the customer for that stage. They could let the dispatcher know that they need to order necessary parts or supplies for the next stage and schedule the next crew to go back and complete the upcoming stage when the contractor is ready. So the office can also flag a job if the customer has been slow to pay, reminding the tech to get payment when service is completed or collect payment on any unpaid balances before completing another service for the customer. The flag for follow-up could be used for callbacks where a tech may need to go back and review a previous tech service that did not go as planned and make another repair for the customer since the first repair did not work. Flags can be used for many things, and all you have to do is agree as a company what you're going to use them for and how you plan on using them so everybody's on the same page. So let's get started. Okay, so I am going to go to one of my jobs that I have set up for Jack Dawson. And one of the things that I wanted to let you know is when you do a flag for follow-up, it's not just a flag, it's a job note. So when you hit flag for follow-up, and you can do this on mobile as well, you can choose a follow-up type or you can add new types. So you can go ahead and customize this to your business. You can assign it to, I'm going to do part order, and I'm going to assign it to, let's see if Mark is in here. Okay. And I'm going to put the due date today. And I'm going to put in here, please order a blower motor for this unit, and go ahead and save it. So once I save this, it's going to put a big red bar on here. On the schedule, if there is an appointment, you're going to see a flag on the appointment as well. So this appointment was back on March 25th. So let's create a new appointment for today on the same job and come in and assign it to me and schedule this. So if I go back to the schedule and I go to my service dispatch group, it shows the flag there. So the dispatcher can see readily that there is something that needs to be followed up on this job. They can come in here and click the shortcuts to the customer or the job to go ahead and see this. They can go to the job list, which I'll show you later on, where they can monitor these all at one time. But they can know right away that there's something that they need a heads up on this job, okay? And their tech needs something. So now I've got this on here, okay? If I go to calls and notes, it's going to show here as a note. And the nice thing is if you hover, especially if the note is fairly long, you can hover over it and it will give you a little bit of information. And if you click on it, it's going to tell you who created it, the time date stamp, and if anyone updated it. So you know who will be the last person who edited this. So let's say that we have this, and if I go to the job list, it's under everything here is a list, everything under here is a report. Okay. And if I come in, the old way that we used to do this is we used to toggle these up and down. by clicking the header, because anything in red in this you can click on in the system and it does it. It brings them up and down so that you can see them, because as you go along with your business, they start to fall out of sight, out of mind. So they created this show flag jobs only. Okay, so you can come in and see the due date and put that in there so that there's anything that you know that you need to take care of today, the follow-up type, part order, and who it's assigned to. And my name's in here somewhere. There's a lot of people in here, this test account. Okay, it is not there. It is not showing up. Why is it not showing up? Oh, because it is back on that other old job. So let's go in here and search for open.
Didn't you assign it to Mark?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I put the appointment to me. Thank you so much. Yeah, share this so it's
You're
open,
welcome.
and then go back to the I think I had too much for lunch. I got sleepy. So there we go. Okay, so there's Mark. Okay, there's the follow-up. It is a part order and it is due today. And if you want to see what it is, all you do is click on the flag and it brings up that note modal. So let's say I ordered the part. I can come in here and go part ordered, and then I put in here 6/17/2026, and it will be in Tuesday. Okay, so I put that on there. It won't come in until Tuesday. I can go ahead and assign this to myself so that on Tuesday, I can check to make sure that part came in and I can get it scheduled. Okay, if it's not on that truck, I'll be following up on it. So there's my part order and it's due on that date. Okay, so when this comes in, I can go in here and put on here part repaired and scheduled repaired today. Okay, so you can see the last time that I edited it. I can go in here and I can make it complete and hit save. And now when I go back to that job and refresh it, that bar is now gone. And under the calls and notes, I can see the history of when it's done. I can click on it and see the last time it was edited and that it has been complete. Okay. So this is basically how it works. You're only allowed to have one flag per job, and you can only assign it to one person at a time. So having somebody monitor this list and keep track of everything for your company to show that, let's go and put all, can show that you're getting through all of these, so you're getting the work done and so that you can get paid. We have lots of them in here that are part orders that are back for a while and that are billing back here for a while. So in our test system, we're not doing too well keeping track of all of them, but that way you can always come in here and take a look and see why. So if you go to the job summary report, you're going to be able to see if there is a flag on any job, so that when you're looking at something and you see, okay, I have my techs create an invoice for every job. There's no invoice on this job, but it does have a flag, and you can go back to the job list and or take the shortcut to the job and go look and see what needs to be done to get this service or install done so that you can go ahead and bill your customer. It's the same on the job summary by appointment. You're going to be able to see those flags in there as well, that they're flagged for follow-up. It's a little bit smaller to see and it's not red, but it is there so that you can keep track of that. And you can also have the option to sort all of them by follow-up so that you can see all of them in one place. And with all Tableau reports, you click cross tab and download to Excel if you want to have it in Excel or a PDF. So that is basically the flag for follow-up and the best use cases as long as a company you decide how you're going to use these and kind of stick with it so everybody knows, you can make sure that you're getting all the work done. On the online version, the flags show up here, and you can take a look at them as well. It takes you to the job list. And on mobile, the flags show up there. Admins see all flags, and users see the flags that are assigned to them and on their jobs. There are no notifications that go up when on mobile when it's assigned to you, but there is a notification online when you are assigned a flag because it will pop up for you. Did you have any questions?
Yes, I was looking for the follow-up. So the ones that have been completed, is there a way for me to be able to look at which ones were marked as completed?
So
Because it,
once they're completed, they become that note. So I don't believe there is a way to see, let's go back to the job list, to see which one had a flag other than by looking at each of the notes.
okay. Yeah,
Because
because in some cases, if
mhm,
they don't let me know unless I'm like going back, like let's say I'm on two-week vacation
mhm,
and I come back and there's flags in there that have been completed. And an invoice wasn't done or anything like that. If I don't know what job it is or anything like that, like I
mhm.
want to be able to look at what flags were completed and what was done in case I need to make additional notes.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there is any place else to see that. Um, Customers, don't think we have a report for just notes. No, we don't have one for just notes. The only thing that you could do is the job summary by appointment or the job summary to take a look at any that haven't been invoiced and then take the shortcut to that job. But um, the follow-up flag, because see, each one has a grayed out flag so that it's the option for it. And on the job list, that is functional so that when you come into the job list and you have a grayed out flag, show flag jobs only, Lisa. There we go. If you come in and you hit the gray flag, you can add the flag there and it creates a new one. Or you can click on any that are red and see it. But I can't think of any other way that you could check past flags. The only other thing you could do is you could have whoever completes the flag um, leave it as a flag and assign it to you so that you can make notes. So if they go in and do their part, they can put the note that says part ordered, it was rescheduled, um, the new part was put in, and then assign it to you so that you can review them before they're closed. So that would work.
So
And
if you
then,
go back to the one that you just completed,
okay,
does that show up it says job,
it says a
but it
job
doesn't,
note. Mhm.
yeah, but it doesn't show that it was flagged.
Right. So when it's active, it shows as flag, but when you create a flag for follow-up, you have types. So it's
Right,
a
right.
billing, okay? And then when you save this, it's a job note. So if you go into any of those jobs, you're going to see a job note. Most people don't put job notes on there. They put like an invoice. If you put a note on an invoice, it will show up here as an invoice note. See how the other notes for this one, there's the notes that are on the proposal and the initial call notes. So one of the ways to tell is it's a job note.
Okay. Yeah, another way that I use it, and the reason that I was asking was because in some cases, um, and I've been using it this way, is I'll put a flag follow up as a part order.
Hmm.
And when I order that part, I will put in the job notes who I ordered it from and what part number it was. And we have a site where it's like over 40 different apartments that have very similar units.
Hmm.
Um, and if I order it from one place and then we find out that we need it from another one way that I can go back is look at those flags if they were completed. Like I'm not gonna try to keep it open forever. I know I can make
Okay.
a um what is that called? A note that I
A
can
pinned note,
favorite.
a belled note, yes.
Yeah, a bell note, yeah. And I can do that, but that's not always
Hmm.
the case. I want to be able to have somebody, if somebody tells me, hey, this is the same part that we ordered for that apartment, or for this other job, I don't know what apartment it was.
Hmm.
Is there a way for you to find out? Like if I look at the completed flags, then I would be able to find it easier than having to go over 40 plus apartments that
Right.
we've
And
worked
or
on.
creating a belled note for everyone. One of the
Yeah.
things that you could do is if you have a screenshot of maybe the PO or something like that that has the part number on it, when you come in and you add an attachment to a job, it will show here. So if you went back to this job and you hit attachment and then downloaded that screenshot to this or added a new one from your phone, however you want to add the attachment, when you add it to this job, it will show up under, where am I at? Locations, attachments. It will show up here. And you have the option to put customer attachments. So if you put like somebody got a new system and you did the registration and you wanted to put a copy of the registration here, you could put it here and it would live on the customer page. That attachment that's on the job will live on the job page, but you can filter to see those and it will show the job, and that way you can go take a look at that and see the part number and you can name it. So when you name the file, when you upload it, you can say part number, this location, apartment C. That might work. And then you can see it all in one place. So that if you go to this customer and you're saying, okay, at all these different locations that you have up here, apartment A, B, C, and D, it needs the same part. You could come down here and say, okay, I had blower motor um, part number this for the same one on a different location. That might work.
Um, in terms, okay, so there's not a real way to find closed or completed flags unless I know the
No.
job number or the job name.
Right, right.
Okay.
Um,
Um,
I don't
in
think
terms of,
even on the notes. So if I go to flag for follow-up and I click this down here, there is the job note. So you might be able to find it quickly this way as well, because the little drop down will give you any information on that job. So this is the job note that was the flagged note. Okay. And then all the appointments. And then if you have an invoice or anything like that, there'll be an invoice note on here with the PDFs that you can see. See if there's anything else that shows up under some of these others. There's the invoice, there's the appointment, there's the initial call note. So you may be able to see it that way, but you would have to know which customer, right? And so you'd still have to dig in and find out which customer, and that would almost entail looking at the schedule for while you're gone and then going to each one and making sure that there is not a job note on there. That would be a little time consuming. I think that probably the best way would be to leave it as a flag until you've reviewed it, even though the flag's been done.
yeah,
But going back and finding that part, the only other thing is that belled note.
yeah. I mean, I got a bell note for
and you can put
Like
it.
the most common ones
Hmm.
for a job site, like a commercial job site, an
Hmm.
apartment complex type thing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I guess the only thing I didn't want to do is have like five different bells for that same job when I might not even use one of those bells for maybe twice a year, just for it
Hmm.
to hang out there.
Yeah, but
So I was just kind of looking for a different way.
you can always edit it, and it is location specific. So if you have more than one location, you can put it there, or you can put it to all locations and then put, um, this is the part number for this whole complex for the same thing, right? And put it in there and make it belled, and it will just hang out. And then if you go back and you get another part, you can edit the same one. So I'll go part, it'll always stay up at the top. And if you need to edit it, you can always come back second part.
Oh, so just create one bell with different parts,
Hmm. And
but
so that
maybe put, yeah, okay,
the part
okay,
number there,
that might work.
and that will also help the guys in the field as well, because they can say, okay, they can, when they get to that customer, they're going to see that belled note on the customer and they will go, okay, they need this part. This is the part number. Do I have it on my truck? Do I not have it on my truck? Oh, I may have that part on my truck.
Okay,
So that way
I can see
everybody
that.
can see it.
Yeah, I could see that working a lot easier
Mhm.
for parts that we order commonly.
Yes, and like you said, since it's the same building with the same units in it, that would help everybody out. And the guys, I'm pretty sure the guys in the field can edit this too. So if they have to add a part number in there as well, they can.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, there's I'll find a way to make it work. Yeah,
Hmm.
because there's different types of models. Like in one building, there's all one particular model. In another building, there's a different brand.
Hmm.
So, but I can find a way to be able to work that. But that's good to know
I
to
wonder
edit.
if on the equipment for that location.
Yeah, the equipment page has really been nice to be able to look at because I could just search the location and find out what model and
Hmm.
serial number it is for easier access and ordering parts for it.
I wonder if you could put in the description or in the physical location, use that field for part numbers as well.
That yeah,
And then that
that
way
would
you,
be.
you would already know the part number. There is something that is I saw, and let me see. It's supposed to be coming out shortly. Um, let's see what he had said, because there was it's called Blue On. Have you ever heard of Blue On before?
No.
Okay. I was looking at something the other day, and they're my teammate Jordan, who was getting ready to do that other webinar that we discussed earlier in the week, um, is doing a presentation, and he says that there's something that we're getting ready to partner with a company named Blue On. And it says this is a new partner. They have a database of millions of systems and parts. Users will be able to scan nameplates to populate equipment into WEX FSM, look up technical documentation, and get AI assistance to troubleshoot a unit. And he had said that there should be like an icon on mobile that you can click into Blue On and take a screenshot of the nameplate and get more information. So that may be coming, is coming here shortly. I'm not sure the exact date. It may be like they're trying to get it out by the end of July. That may help you as well.
Yeah, we take pictures of all the nameplates,
Hmm.
or the yeah, all the plates on there that give us the model number, serial number, because that's how we keep track of the models and
Hmm.
everything.
So
for
I just
future.
remember reading that and that it's coming out because he said he was going to give me a video how it works, and the video was like 30 seconds long. It says, "Look, when you click on the top of the schedule page, this is or the top of the page on the app, this field comes up, and it's just like take a screenshot, enter the number." I was like, "Okay, that's not a very long video, but we'll be getting more information on that." Soon, because as they get ready to release more things, they let us know in customer support so we can review them and be ready for any questions that anyone has on them. But I just thought that that might be helpful too, and it should
Yeah,
be
yeah,
coming
no,
here
that
shortly.
definitely is. As information comes out on it, it'd be nice to know. And if
Yes,
there's going to be
and it'll
like
be in the
sessions or
bullhorn.
webinars.
Yeah, it'll be the bullhorn down here. Anything that new comes up is under the bullhorn, and as they get ready to release and things go live, you can see it in there.
Okay.
So as new features get added, that's where they pop up. And then we
Got it.
try to
Yeah, I always try to
add them.
review those
Mhm.
as much as possible because I'm one of the people that doesn't like to have those little, like the little five that you have there.
Yes.
When I see it, I'm
Yes.
clicking and finding out what I'm missing out on.
There you go. Good, good. I like
Yeah.
clean. I like clean. Yes.
Yes.
Person after
Um,
my own heart.
yes.
Okay.
I do that with my text messages on my phone. I'm not gonna let, 10 text messages pass me by.
Yes. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to also let Mark know who does the like the mobile app webinars and things like that. Give him a heads. I don't even think anybody else knows that this is coming yet. Um, I just was helping him with his slideshow, and I went through and I said, "Oh, you can add this and this and this," and then he goes, and I'm like, "Who's blue on?" He goes, "Oh, it's a new
Ah,
partner." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I got an early heads up on that one, which I like, and make sure that Mark will be ready to go over this with the anybody on the mobile training as well, so that they will make sure that they can do that.
yeah. No, I mean, I would love, I mean, I'm not out in the field as much, but when the texts come to me and they're like, how do I do this? I like to know and be ready to show
Mhm.
them.
Yes, and they're looking to you for that
Yeah,
guidance. Yeah, because otherwise they're
exactly.
going to take that phone and they're going to throw it, right?
Yep,
Because
exactly.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I used to work for a fire department. If they couldn't get the computer to start up before they checked out the fire truck, it was going out the window. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. They don't have
Yes,
much patience because they're there to get their job done, right?
exactly.
Okay. Well, did you have any other questions you can think of?
Yeah, so in terms, I saw that you put a due date on there
Hmm.
for the flag.
Yes.
Um, if it goes past due, when you look at the flags, does it like turn red or because I put one on for tomorrow. I
Hmm.
put one in for today and it gave me yesterday's date as the due date. I'm not sure why, but
Hmm.
it didn't turn any kind of color, didn't give any kind of alert.
No, it doesn't give an alert in here. This is one of those things that, and I use air quotations a lot for some of these things, that is a daily office person duty to monitor this, to make sure that everything is getting done. There's not any notifications that they're missed or anything else like that. So the air quotation is someone has to monitor this.
Got it. Got it.
That
And you
that
said
and recurring
in terms of
payments.
like the whole system, there's
Mhm.
not any notification alert or anything that can be used to create some kind of notification.
The only thing that I can think of is to use an event on the job. I mean, event. So if you come in here and you hit new and you hit event, then you can come in and flag for fault, but you'd have to have one for everyone that was due, and then that's like double duty.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I gotta find a way to do that.
Hmm. Yeah, because you're the only one in the office, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, I like for example, I had my boss in here this morning for about 30 minutes. And I was like, "Hey, can you check your flags?" And take a look at them, and a phone call came in after 30 minutes. He did start doing it, but after 30 minutes,
Mhm.
he got a phone call. He's like, I gotta go. I'm like, oh man, we didn't really get anything done.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's hard to get them done, but yeah. Um, just getting in the habit of checking those several times a day because, like I think I mentioned before, we had a 2 o'clock deadline so that if we didn't order something by 2 o'clock, it wasn't going to be on the truck tomorrow from
Yeah,
our distributors. So I always went in at 1 o'clock and made sure that I had everything done and then did another quick check right before two. So make sure that if anybody else had added anything, that I got it in there. Just daily. I'm kind of like you. I don't like to see like numbers and things like that. I would always come in and go to the invoice list and make sure that those were all ready to go, then go to the payment list and make sure that all the payments were in there, and then go to my activity screen because I always wanted to see my money, what money's coming in for that day. It's going to hit the bank the next day, and recurring payments to see if any of those had failed. So those were like my daily to-dos so that I
yeah,
knew that I would do those. And being the person that I am, I was in there several times a day doing that. And just to keep up with everything so that the business could keep humming. Because if I didn't, then you know how when a piece of equipment hums, it's working really well, and when it doesn't, it gets that clunky noise. And I don't
yeah,
like businesses to be clunky, right? So,
yeah,
so that's what
yeah,
I, would always come in here and check this, make sure that if I had a check batch, a card batch, whatever was going through, any financing batches. So I knew what was going to hit my bank because when we first started, we were just too small to be big, too big to be small. I needed to know where the money was going to be in because I needed to know how to do payroll. If I was going to have enough to do payroll, what I needed to do. Um, so just doing those daily tasks. And I think even in the task section in here, it daily to-dos, just kind of things to help review flag jobs is one of them. To
yeah.
just to keep up with everything daily in the system.
Yeah, it becomes a routine, and just like you just mentioned, it's like every day there's certain things that I'm looking at, like you said, invoices, making sure that they're not past due or that
Mhm.
they've been sent,
Right.
proposals, make sure they haven't been accepted, and if they were accepted, for me to
Mhm.
follow up and schedule
Yep.
it, just things like that
Yep.
that I look at the schedule daily and look at the flags, and yeah, I have that routine. I just need to get other people into that routine as
Hmm.
well.
Yes. Yes. Are
But
you
no,
getting to the point where you're thinking about an office person anytime soon?
not quite yet. We're
Hmm.
looking to land. We're waiting on two big projects that is gonna take up all my time, and at that point, we might have to be looking for another person.
Okay.
If those two and when those two land. One of them we've already got set. We're just waiting for the contract to come through.
Mm.
The other one is still in limbo.
Well, that's nice that you've got those opportunities.
Yes,
Yes.
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 It's nice to know that, hey, it's summer, we're going to stay busy.
Yes. That's for sure.
Yes.
Okay. Can you think of anything else that you had
I
on your like wish list?
no, no. Well, my wish list is to get some kind of alerts and look at the
Hmm.
completed
What you want to do
flags.
is go to chat and chat in that you have an enhancement request, and they can go ahead and they can go ahead and add a ticket in for that. No, there's no guarantee when it might be done, right? Because they do have a roadmap of where they're going. If they're working in that section and they decide that that's part of the project that they can add that, it may happen sooner. It may not happen at all if you're the only person that's asking for it. But the other thing is, if you're asking for it and 10 other people are asking for it, then they start to take notice. Right. And then
Yeah,
they start building it into the plan. So you can always reach out and say, hey, what I was thinking while I was in here, it would be really nice to have an alert for the flags if they are assigned a date and they go past their due date. and they'll go ahead and get that logged for you.
Yeah, no, that's great. I definitely will be. I'll use that tool. I had another job where that was the case. Is if they got enough people to put in those requests,
Mhm.
like you said, they'll pay more attention to it.
Yep.
I'll throw my two
And
cents in there.
there you go. There you go. And it's always, you're always welcome to ask for enhancements. Like I said, we can't promise anything, but if it's not, if you don't ask, it's not even on their radar.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate it, Lisa. Thank you so much for your time as always.
You're welcome.
Learned and saw new things.
Let's see what we've got tomorrow. I can't remember what we've got tomorrow. Financing. Yay. Financing is always
Oh,
fun. Okay.
one day we'll get there. We're not there yet.
You're not there
So,
yet. Okay.
yes.
Well, you have a great rest of your day, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon.
Yes, you take care. Have a great rest of your week and your extra day off.
Yay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye now.